I have no idea what just happened. I am sorry. We had technical difficulties. I believe we're back. I don't know what happened. I apologize. We were just getting cooking. And then my stream decides to crap out on me. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. So, I'm assuming I sound okay? Honest. Hi. How's everyone doing? My stream crashed. I've just booted it back up. I can't see anything. Hold on. Okay. Okay, how's everyone doing? Awesome. Okay, we're back. Come on. Okay. Okay, I believe we're back. All right. Hi. How's everyone doing? So, I've been away for a while. I just started getting back into the swing of things. We'll talk about that in the stream. I got a comfy chair, so now I can sit here on my big, beautiful butt, and I can stream all day if I really wanted to, which is fantastic. Thank you to my uncle, Frank, and my dad. They got me a chair for Christmas because they know that I was sitting on a small stool. So I'm very grateful. Thank you. Shout out to them. So let's start off the stream with something cool. I had to get this for educational purposes. Alright, so let me just move my microphone a little bit closer. Let me move my chair a little bit closer. Okay. So it's a bit cramped, so I apologize in advance. Let me take this guy out. There we go. Let me increase the brightness for this guy a little bit. That looks good. I'm gonna take this guy out right now. Figured it's better having a microphone near the box, but everyone's been talking about this guy, and I knew I had to pick him up. Godzilla R34. The graphic design on this thing is fantastic. I think this is like one of the best premium skylines I've seen in a long time. I mean, of course you have the Fast and Furious premium skylines, but this is just very artistic. We rarely see Hot Wheels do anything this cool. Usually it's just basic colors or something goofy. I mean, they did do that R33 Godzilla in mainline, which was pretty cool. Ooh. Wow. You know, now I think this is the first time I opened a premium skyline. You guys can see that. That looks cool. Alright, let's put it on the turntable. Oh, wow. Wow. That is funny. First day back, and there's like a huge chip in the front of my car. Hold on. I want you guys to see this. just figure out a way to get this thing in here. There we go. Look at this. It has a huge chip on the front of the car. So far, I'm loving the Mattel experience. Ah, man. Can you imagine, like, spending $30 on this? And then you open it up and then you just get the big, huge chunk from the front bumper. Just... Well, luckily, I bought a case, so I have another one, but... Wow, that really sucks. The graphic design is cool, though. So I'll give him that. Like... Not a good start so far. But that's okay. It's all part of the diecast game. Sometimes you get good ones, sometimes you get bad ones. And I got a bad one. Alright. Really just sucks. Alright, 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. I'm still figuring this stuff out. Ah, man. Also, try not to make a mess of in this light box, too. Alright, I'm gonna put this guy on the turntable. So that way... we can all see him in his messed up glory. I guess it just gives the car character now that he has a big chunk. Actually, why don't I just put him a bit closer? There we go. Oh my god, I'm really embarrassing myself. Alright. I apologize for that. It's not how I wanted things to go. Alright, so we kind of had a bumpy start for streaming. Alright, let me see what's on my computer. Alright. Alright, Honest gave me a donation. Let me read it. Okay. Oh man. Okay. So, you gave me $5. You know I use OBS. I think you use Blue Yeti mic. Yes, I do use a Blue Yeti mic. This is the Blue Yeti Micro, I think it's called. What is it called? No, it's the Blue Yeti Nano. That's what I use. Is there any special settings in audio that you use to get your mic sounding so good? Yeah, so I use the... I can show you more details via email, but I'll tell you over on stream. What I do is I go to... because this is a Logitech. I go to Logitech. I'm trying to look for the application. So I go to Logitech G Hub, and basically, there's this setting. I go to custom settings for the mic, and basically on this custom settings, I'm looking right now. I have crisp and deep podcast streaming custom preset. So sometimes you have to tune it. I don't tune it. I'm pretty bad when it comes to tuning because I just I don't know, it kind of sucks when I try to tune my own stuff. But I just go to a preset, I select it, and then I test it out. And I've been using it for recordings and stuff, and it seems like it's been doing good. I also have a foam. I have a mic. I forgot what it was called. So I have a pop filter on my mic. So that way, whenever I pronounce my P's, like the P, you don't get that spit and crackle. I have a pop filter. That's what it's called. So I would suggest you go to Best Buy and get a Blue Yeti Nano. And you can go on Amazon and there's a pop filter for that microphone. Get that. They're super cheap. And I also bought a... What else? What else did I buy? I bought a... I forgot what this is called. I think it's called Rode. I bought this like mic stand, so that way the mic could... Or you can use the default one. It's up to you, really. OBS does... It is a learning curve for OBS. Yeah, I could try helping you out with that. I can show you what I do, because when you go to... I'm sorry, guys. This is turning into a tech help on my stream. I apologize for those of you guys watching. So... Would it be okay, honest, if we talked about this over email? I want to be more in depth. It is very complex. I can email you right after the stream, and we can definitely talk about it, and I can help you get set up. Hold on. I'm just gonna move my camera just a little bit. There we go. Okay, I guess that's good enough. So I got a macro tube, which it's good and bad. It's good for close-up shots. It's bad for streaming, because when I'm streaming, I have to constantly be... No, you're not hijacking the stream, Diecast. Don't worry about that. I don't mind helping a fellow Diecast YouTuber. This thing is crooked and it's driving me crazy. Alright. Sorry about that, folks. My OCD is kicking in. So that way it's straight. Looking at the camera straight. There we go. Now we can do it. Okay. So, let's talk about this Godzilla Nissan Skyline GTR R34. So, this is a premium. This isn't an RLC, although it has that really special paint. Okay, see ya, Diecast. I'll still be here by the time you're done. Okay, so this Nissan Skyline is just a premium. It's just basically it's basically like the regular premium that we use, or it's the regular premium that we had for years, or the basic casting. Wow, why can't I think of words? So, yeah, it's just the regular casting that we've gotten for over a decade. And they came out with this premium. It's not Fast and Furious, so that's a plus in my book already. But this is a Godzilla pop culture R34 Skyline, and it looks fantastic. You have this cream color white with this really... cherry red. It's like this dark, almost like a, not black cherry, but it's like a really dark red paint, but it kind of looks a little bit like Spectraflame a little bit. A little bit. I apologize if this thing keeps like... This camera is really not good when it comes to focusing. Which is why I got the macro tubes. Okay, that's better. Awesome. So yeah, no, this one is sought after. A lot of people want this skyline. I don't blame them. This thing looks amazing. And this table is pretty rickety too. So I'll try not to move the table as much, because I know that when I move the table, it shakes the camera. So I'm still figuring things out with my setup. So I apologize in advance if everything is kind of MacGyver-y. So Diesel, you got overdrive. Cool. So I'm not here to shame anybody who gets overdrive. Personally, I'm not gonna get it because I'm kind of taking a step back from RLC. I want to explore other diecast mediums like Pop Race, Inno64, Mini GT. But if you want to get overdrive to get the Targa, the Porsche Targa, the Porsche 911 Targa top, by all means, go for it. It's just funny that people think that I like I just need to control the whole community. Like, don't do this. You guys can do whatever you want. It just personally for me, it just doesn't really make sense for me to invest extra $100 when I'm cutting back. Especially, I said this year was going to be my last year with RLC. I'm going to stick to that. My membership is, I believe my membership ends in May. So we got until May. I think the hype is dying. That or they made more memberships. Either way, when the Targa drops, I'm gonna be there and I'm gonna cover the whole thing. Hopefully they handle the situation better than they did with the RWB Porsche. Hey, Tad Mason, that's amazing. I'm really happy for you. I entered as well. I didn't get selected. I don't think Mattel wants to send me anything after the criticism I aimed their way. But, yeah. I'm really happy for you. So I bought a case of Pop Culture. That's where this skyline came from. So yeah, unfortunately, the Skyline has a messed up front bumper. Maybe I could do something with this, make it into a custom or something. And you know what? I think it's good that they're doing this. I was gonna call it a sweepstakes. It's not really a sweepstakes. I'm glad they're doing a raffle because I think everyone will have a fair shot. And you don't have to worry about bots taking control. So we're not going to see the set that often or that frequently on eBay. So that's good. So I'm glad that most people are cool with this. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next car. I'm gonna open it off screen, and then we're gonna put on the turntable. Just so that, I don't have to keep going back and forth opening them. Although it probably would have been better if I opened them all first, then put on the turntable. But we'll do it this way. Alright, so I'm not gonna say what the next one is. But, it's from a very popular show. Ooh, this one looks nice. Wow, okay. I'm gonna take Godzilla away. Enter Steve Harrington. From Stranger Things. Alright. Let me see, because this thing always looks like it's sideways. Alright, so, yep, this is from Stranger Things. There we go. This thing is... I'm not a BMW person, but this car looks amazing. Wow, I like the wheels on this thing, too. So, my dad is a huge fan of Stranger Things. Did you guys watch the finale? So, my dad is a huge fan of the show, and he said he cried at the finale. He said that he really got emotional because I got him into the show, and he loves 80s movies. Like, he's a big 80s fanatic. He got me into Knight Rider. He got me into Magnum P.I. These were all shows that he watched, and one day he just got me into them. I'm just gonna move this aside just a little bit. There we go. He got me into him, and when I got him into Stranger Things, he loves Stranger Things. And I think this casting is really well done. I love the wheels. I think the standout is the wheels on it. I don't see those wheels very often. I do know that they're real Riders wheels. The Wraith. I know The Wraith, Tad Mason. The Wraith is an awesome movie. I love the Firebird in The Wraith that has the blower, the yellow and brown Firebird. That's the Charlie Sheen movie. The Wraith is an interesting movie. It's like one of those really weird movies that can only exist in the 80s. There's no way that movie could exist in any other decade. It has to be the 80s. That movie is so 80s. All right, I'm going to open the next car. We'll just let this guy spin around for a minute. But I am excited for this next one. Oh yes. This one's a classic. But we'll talk about this one a little bit more. I believe it was a Dodge. It was originally a Dodge. I forgot. Was it a Dodge Stealth? No, it wasn't a Dodge Stealth. It was a Chrysler vehicle. What about the movie car? So yeah, I saw the Wraith. The movie car is like a Dodge. It was a Dodge something. It wasn't a. It wasn't Mitsubishi. It was a Dodge. A Plymouth. There we go. That movie was the soundtrack in that movie was pretty cool too. But yeah, I would love to see Hot Wheels come out with a pop culture Wraith. I think it would be great. A Chrysler Intercepto. Yep, there we go. I knew it was like Chrysler. I knew it wasn't Mitsubishi, it wasn't Dodge, and it wasn't Plymouth. It was Chrysler. So that's good to know. All right. So yeah, Stranger Things. I love that show. I got my dad into it, and he's a huge fan. The finale, in my opinion, was a bit underwhelming. It felt a little too easy, considering everything that they fought. But other than that, I really enjoyed the show. I really do like this casting, though. Yeah, if only I can just stop being a complete goof. Wow, that's awesome. All right. The Batmobile, the animated series. So, originally this Batmobile, the premium version of this Batmobile, was only available in like the Batman Anniversary set from the San Diego Comic-Con. And I knew they were going to come out with the premium for it, so I was patient. I didn't want to purchase that collector set. Oh, nope, don't fall. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. I think this car is gonna roll off. I hope it doesn't. Anyways, this is the animated series Batmobile. For those of you who were lucky enough to grow up watching the show, the animated series is quite possibly the best Saturday morning cartoon series. It was very mature for the demographic it was originally intended for. Sometimes I would watch an episode or two of the animated series, and I'm a 25-year-old man. But the animated series is a fantastic cartoon series. I love the animated series. Kevin Conroy voiced Batman, and unfortunately he passed away a couple of years ago, but he was the voice for Batman. He was the voice for Batman. It kind of does look weird because it looks like the front is higher than the rear. I hope that doesn't mean. Excuse me. I hope that doesn't mean like this one, the one that I have, is defective, because so far my Godzilla R34 Skyline was poo poo. Yes, Mark Hamill was the Joker. Isn't that crazy? Luke Skywalker voiced the Joker in that show, and he's quite possibly the best iteration of the Joker, in my opinion. All right, I'm gonna open my second car. Wow. Okay. I think it's one of, well, I kind of agree with you, Crowbar. It's not the best Batmobile. I mean, it's kind of my favorite in terms of the animated series. Okay, that's interesting. All right, well, since we're talking about cartoons, Reptar from Rugrats. I remember seeing the Rugrat movie. I saw the Rugrats movie a lot, like when I forgot how old I was. But Angelica, she was problematic. I think it's cool that they're able to replicate this wagon in Hot Wheels form. When I think of 90s cartoons, I think of Rugrats. Remember they had a TV show where the Rugrats was grown up. Like into teenagers. And Reptar is gonna fall off my display table. I hope he doesn't fall off my display table. My turntable. Don't you do it, Reptar. Don't you do it. I'm not a huge Rugrats fan, but I understand the appeal. Because Rugrats was the stuff for a lot of people. For me, I mean, I think of 90s Nickelodeon, I think of Rugrats. It's iconic. Yeah, there you go. JLR diecast. So it kind of skipped my generation. I was the generation after Rugrats. Pete and Pete. You know, I'm more of a Jimmy Neutron kind of guy. Jimmy Neutron and SpongeBob. It's kind of unfortunate. Like Nickelodeon isn't as iconic as it used to be, because they used to just put out banger after banger. Now it's, I mean, I don't watch Nickelodeon, so I can't really make any comments on Nick. All right, so I'm gonna open the last one for this case, and then we're gonna talk other stuff. How do you feel, Crowbar, that cable is coming back, but worse? Because it's streaming. Because now streaming has become cable, and it's even worse. Alright, Reptar. Wave bye. Say goodbye to everybody. Yeah, this next car, like, the paint's literally chipping off in my hand. Hot Wheels with that classic QC. So this is the Lincoln Continental from The Matrix. And it looks okay. I think it's like the least cool one from the bunch of cars that I just opened. Tad Mason, I do have it. I think I ranked it the best RLC in my RLC ranking video. I'll show you how you do it right after. Just give me a couple of minutes with this guy, and I'll show you. No, the stance is great. Here, I want to take out the RLC Lincoln Continental. All right, so the one on the right is the Lincoln Continental, and the one on the left is the Lincoln Continental. I'm glad you guys are not confused. No, the premium one is on the left side. The RLC is on the right side. What did I just say? Okay, the premium's on the left. The RLC is on the right. There we go. And the RLC is a convertible. So this is what they look like side by side. I guess you could make the argument that the Lincoln Continental is... So I'm just looking at this for the very first time, and I noticed that like the headlights on the premium version is different from the RLC version. Interesting. The convertible Lincoln Continental is not as low as the premium version. I think it's safe to say that the RLC Lincoln Continental is different. A lot different from the premium version. Oh yeah, it's an entirely different casting. So this is the 64. So the premium version is a 64. Oh, they're not the same year. So the RLC is a 61. That's why they look different. Slightly different. So yeah, I think the 61 looks better than the 60. Well, I think the 61 looks better than the 64, in my opinion. But I don't know if it's because the 61 is an RLC and the 64 is a premium, or I'm not entirely sure. But they do look good side by side. All right. Yeah, I agree, JLR Diecast. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to open the cowl for the Nova. Okay, watch this. It is a bit scary, but it's not that bad. I don't know if you can see that, but the gray is where it snaps on. So you just need to go up, and a little bit out. I hope that helped. Okay, so I just opened all those. What else can I open? Oh, I do have something that I want to show you guys. Let me just clean up a little bit. Just give me 1 second, guys. One second. Oh. Does this mean I'm cool now? So I finally found the 7-Eleven Supra at a Speedway, and these were not cheap. I think it was like $6 a car, which was ridiculous. Tad Mason, that's great. Hopefully you didn't hurt yourself. Okay, can someone please explain to me why this casting was so popular? Everyone wanted to get this thing. I didn't go into the hype. I was like, it's just literally just a basic Supra. It's not a Real Riders metal chassis, metal base. It's literally just sort of just a regular Supra. I mean, that's essentially what this thing is. It's just a hype casting. I'm being really honest with you guys. Why was this thing so popular? I don't know why this thing was so popular. Is it the livery? Is it because it's a Supra? I have no idea. Larry Chen? What did he do? Hey, Dominic. What did Larry do? By the way, I'm a huge fan of Larry Chen. It's a huge inspiration. I wish I can have his collection of cars. He's a photographer. A very well-known photographer. Yeah, so I don't know why so Larry Chen got on with 7-Eleven, and then they made a Supra. Cuz they also did a Hot Wheels 2-pack premium with Larry Chen's car, if I recall correctly. Oh, I love Larry Chen. I don't know anyone who doesn't like Larry. I had no idea that they were making a 1/24 scale of Herbie the Love Bug. I was honestly kind of waiting for Hot Wheels to re-release the Love Bug. I don't know why they haven't done that yet, because they've done a pop culture or a retro entertainment of Herbie the Love Bug, and we never saw it again. Same as Footloose. So I have no idea what's up with that. But no, I finally found this one. This one was like $6, which was just crazy for a mainline Supra. It's insane. I had no idea that Larry Chen was behind the 7-Eleven Supra. All right. So I'm going to give you guys a bit of a sneak peek, because I'm working on a very special video. They're making a Pizza Planet truck? Oh, I'm going to have to try to get that then. So I want to show you guys a sneak peek. honest, I know we talked about this behind the scenes, but I made a video about this. And I made it during the process of the funeral and everything. Because I just wanted to do something fun, just to get my mind off of things. But I actually opened my pop race, and I made a reaction video to it. This is pop race. Oop. This thing is amazing. I love this thing. This is one of the best 1/64 scale vehicles that I've ever purchased. So good that I bought another pop race, and I plan to buy more. You guys probably don't know this, but they're making a Porsche RWB vehicle. Pop race is doing it. And it's going to be this same one that was from the first variant of... Well, it's not the first variant. It's going to be Akira's Porsche, so it's going to be the black one with bronze wheels. But this thing is super, super cool. The engine bay detailing is just out of this world. Of course, I got it in yellow because I love yellow. But right now, I think Pop Race is about to pop off because they're doing a lot of cool stuff, and I want to get it. I want to get in it. I want to have a slice of that pie. Because Pop Race has been doing really, really, really cool stuff. If you think that's insane, just wait until you look underneath the hood. Someone insert the Paul Walker meme. Pop the hood. And I have seen the Cato House BMW, but I haven't seen the 7-Eleven exclusive. Okay. You guys probably can't see it very well. That is how you make an engine. Yeah, I've seen that too. Honestly, I've been trying so hard to restrain myself from buying too much Pop Race because they have so many good options. But this one, like, if you guys can see the engine bay detail on this thing, it's insane. Look at this. Like, how is it that Mini GT, or not Mini GT, how is it that Pop Race can do this and Mattel can't? Like, it looks fantastic. And it's only like, this only cost me like 20 bucks too. The interior is also really well detailed with the seats. So yeah, I got that one, and then I got this one. The S13. And this thing is sick. Absolutely sick. Look at this thing. Just want to clean up a little bit. This thing's insane. The wheels on this thing is insane. Like this casting blew me away. I think this is what really sold me with Pop Race. Like everything is lensed, lens headlights, lens tail lights. You have the black mirrors on the side of it, and then you have the real deep dish 5-spoke. It's not 5-spoke. I believe it's a. I don't know if it's a. I believe it's a 7-spoke. But the deep dish wheels with the sidewall lettering on it, like this. Obviously, this car is meant for like Formula Drift. Some sort of drift team. And you see the intercooler, you see the interior, the roll cage inside of it. So this car is already telling you a story. Like this is such a beautiful, beautiful casting. And I believe what Pop Race does, I think they go to like car shows, and I think they get inspiration from like real cars. Wait until you see under the hood. It's the best engine bay I've ever seen. This is the best engine I've ever seen in a 1/64 scale vehicle. $20. $20. This puts Hot Wheels to shame. And you have the exhaust. So the underbody isn't detailed, it's just black molded plastic underneath, but everything else with this vehicle is so well done. The interior, the engine bay, the headlights and taillights, the intercooler in the front. This car is insane. I'm gonna release the video next week. Right now, I'm still editing the video. I already got most of everything done. I just got to do some voiceover work, and then we're good to go. But I just want to give you guys a sneak peek into the next video that I'm going to drop. It's going to be talking about Pop Race and well, it's basically just me talking about Pop Race. So, yeah, the RX-7 and this one is like my first taste of Pop Race. And I'm going to get the RWB Porsche that Pop Race is making, because the detail on this thing alone has already convinced me to be a Pop Race lover. And like, it's okay to like Hot Wheels. It's fine. I don't have a problem with anyone who likes Hot Wheels, but you can't say that Hot Wheels is the best, because there's a lot of other third-party brands that does wonders. They do a lot of good work. And I think Pop Race is one of those brands that I think succeeds in the detail department tenfold. Elite 64 wishes they can do stuff like this. So this is a Pandem body kit. This is the Pandem S13. But yeah, feast your eyes. This thing is cool as ice. Like, sometimes I come down here to look at it, just to look at it. Like, this is the kind of car that you want to get for a diorama. Like, I want to make a Formula Drift diorama, and I want this to be one of the cars. I think there's like this, there's this thing going around on, not Amazon, but there's like this little drift table where there's a magnet inside of this base where it spins the car so it looks like it's drifting. I would like to do that for this Pop Race. So this casting literally cost me like 25 bucks. I got on eBay. It's not scarce. You can buy however many you want. They made plenty of these things. And it's fantastic. The mobility is also really good too. Your only issue is that the stance at times looks at times some look high. Yeah, this one isn't like slammed or anything, but for me it doesn't really ruin it for me. I think it just looks really good the way it is. So, yeah, they're making a Porsche. Here, let me show you guys. So you guys don't have to purchase the Hot Wheels RLC. Here, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to blow you guys away. Okay. Do you guys see this? Here. This RWB is insane. It looks like the Hot Wheels version, but way more detailed. The doors don't open up, but that's okay. The interior is really detailed, and you actually have an engine bay that makes sense. So I did put my email into the raffle. I have not got selected, but that's okay. I'm still happy that they decided to do the. I'm still happy they decided to do the raffle. I think it's a way better idea than having people wait at the storefront, taking time out of their day and wasting it, you know? So I'm gonna get that Porsche, honest. I want to get that Stella RWB. So yeah, Pop Race is already one of my favorites for a third party, or I don't want to call him a third party because that just assumes that Hot Wheels is first party. But getting an alternate brand, there we go. That's a better terminology. Let me show you guys the other brands that I got. I made videos on them, but I'll show it to you guys. Oh, well, that sucks. So I just noticed that the mirror just fell off. Because the mirror is like made out of this this rubber plastic. And this is my mini GT R34 Skyline. And unfortunately, the mirror's gone. Damn it, I think I need to buy another mini GT R34. That really sucks. Oh, man. I guess that's kind of the one thing I didn't like about this mini GT is that the mirrors were so easy to break off. Like when I picked up the car, I smushed the mirrors. Because I'm so used to like mirrors being like hard plastic. So that's on me. I didn't know Mini GT had those plastic rubber mirrors on the side of them. Because Pop Race mirrors, they're not the ones that I've touched. They haven't really been that flimsy. But for the Mini GT, it's flimsy, unfortunately. So this is a regular Nissan Skyline GTR R34. It's not the Z-Tune, which is what Hot Wheels and other brands like. It's just a regular R34 Skyline. But this Skyline does look pretty good, minus the mirror that's been taken off. Oh boy. All right. Well, yeah. Apparently, this Mini GT is. I think they only made a limited quantity of this R34. I think it was like 9,000 pieces or 6,000 pieces. So yeah, it hurts a little bit that the mirror literally just fell off and now I can't find it. I'm gonna have to pick up another R34 Mini GT, and I believe I spent like 25 or 30 bucks on it too. Womp womp. Okay. So this is from Tarmac Works. This is the Z-Tune R34. And I'm okay with it. I'm not the biggest fan of this particular casting. I do like the lens and I do like the lensed headlights and taillights. So Mr. Betonator, the reason why I didn't want to share the other channel was because, well, I kind of like to pretend they're two different things. I like to keep two worlds separate. My other audience on the on the other channel, they're not as nice as you guys. But I'm now more open to it. If anyone wants to check it out, I will find a way to link that channel to this channel. So we'll see. This casting is good. It's just I'm not a huge fan of it. But I think it is better than a premium R34. Oh, I did not know that. I did not know that this one was to honor Paul Walker. I'm assuming this is the Fast and Furious skyline from the 2009 movie. That's interesting. I do have an N64, but I don't know what happened to it. Alright, well, since we're talking about Fast and Furious, let's talk about Fast and Furious. So I found this guy at a Myers supermarket, and I think this Plymouth Roadrunner, I think this one looks really, really good. This is like the Roadrunner that I wish they used for, well, if they ever did a re-release of a World Race, I would like them to use this casting. This casting looks cool. I love American Muscle. It's like second place in terms of types of cars in the hierarchy. Japanese imports, that's always like my number one type of car, and then American Muscle is second. And this one looks really cool. I like the orange and black. For a premium, it's pretty good. Yeah, and my fan sounds annoying. I'm sorry if you guys can hear the fan. So, did you guys hear that they're making so they already came up with the title for the new Fast and Furious movie. It's called Fast Forever. Which is just, at this point, it's just kind of accurate to the franchise. I mean, the titling system for the franchise has been so inconsistent. There's Fast and Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious, Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, The Fast and the Furious, Fast 5, Furious 6, or no, it was Fast 6, Furious 7. Like, it's very inconsistent. But this Roadrunner looks really well done. I think this is like the best 70s Plymouth Roadrunner. I do too. Yeah, I gotta figure out a way for the cars to stop rolling back and forth. I mean, I could put like some kind of clay or some sort of adhesive to just keep them staying still, because every time I do these shots, it just goes back and forth. So I'm gonna have to look into that. I don't believe this Roadrunner has a Hemi inside of it. Or maybe it probably does. Because this is Plymouth. Alright, let me see. What else do I got? So I got this for Christmas. It was relatively cheap. I'm glad I didn't like cave in to the scalpers. I finally got it. Now, I don't have like any of the other diorama pieces, because I know there's like the one from the first movie, and I know that one's like what, I think that one's like the most expensive. but I think this is such a cool diorama piece. So for the Sylvia, it doesn't have all the licensing or all the other brands. That's something that I noticed. I kind of wish they had the Sylvia to be a little bit more screen accurate, especially since the spoiler isn't like that. Hot Wheels has been like milking the Fast and Furious. Like, I would like for them to make a screen accurate S2000, the Johnny Tran and the Suki S2000, and a screen accurate Supra and Dodge Charger. If you think about it, like, most of the cars in the Fast and Furious premium lineup isn't really accurate at all. Like, the RX-7 is not accurate, the Dodge Charger is not accurate. I believe the Civic, and the Evo are accurate to the source material or accurate to the movies, but like the older stuff is really not accurate. They're just reused castings, and they just put a Fast and Furious livery over it and call it a day. Any castings that I would like to get no matter what the variant is? Yeah, there is one. Hold on, let me put on... I want to put this turntable back on. There we go. And I'm gonna put on... Yeah, I'm just gonna put on a car. Just a random... Okay. Okay, so if there's any casting that I would like to get no matter what the color or variant, I'm trying to think. That's a really good question. That 911 Porsche Targa looks really cool, and I think no matter what Spectraflame color, I would like to get it. Although I think the root beer Spectraflame paint is more appealing than just the shadow chrome for the chase. But the most recent Stella RWB that Pop Race is making looks fantastic. I'm definitely gonna get my hands on that. I'm gonna buy more Pop Race because although I just bought two and I just showed you guys it, I want to continue buying Pop Race. I really want to talk more about Pop Race because I really feel like Pop Race is my favorite third-party brand because it has what I like in RLC, which is the engine bay detail. It has great wheels and the colors. Sure, it's not in Spectraflame paint, but if I'm being completely honest with you, you can't really use Spectraflame paint. Like, you can't use an RLC for a diorama. It's just mostly just for display, just so it can look pretty. So, Mr. Beninator, it's funny you say that because I was considering getting a 1/18 scale Honda S2000. At first, I was thinking about the Johnny Tran Fast and Furious from Ertl, American Muscle, but I was thinking about getting the Auto Art Rio Yellow AP2 S2000. That's like over $300. So honest, I looked into micro turbo, and there's this NSX that looks fantastic. It's a bone stock NSX that has pop-up headlights. It's like a feature. You can pop up and down the headlights. And it has a openable engine bay, which looks fantastic. That's probably going to be like my next purchase after Pop Race is micro turbo. Honest, you know the casting I'm talking about? They made an Acura, or it's not an Acura, it's a Honda NSX Type R. And they made it have pop-up headlights, like a function that you can pop up and down whenever you want, and it has an openable rear engine hatch, so that way you can look inside the engine. It blew me away. I saw it for the first time, and I was like, I need to get that. Yeah, so now they made a new Skyline. Mattel made a new Skyline for modern classics, and it has mirrors. How do you guys feel about the modern classic Skyline having mirrors? I still have to pick up a set. I know it's mid-engine, I just didn't know what it was called. Like Crowbar, what would that be called? Because I know it's like a plastic. It's not. I call it a plastic. It's not a plastic hatch. It's like the rear window opens so you can see the engine. I don't know what it's called. I called it an engine bay or an engine compartment. Whatever it is, you can open it and you can see the engine inside. Yeah, so this maroon Skyline, I thought it was okay for being a RLC Selections. I think it's the best RLC Selections. I think they did a really good job with this one. Let me see if I can find that NO64. Oh, I found it. The C-Tune Skyline looks magical. I'm going to show you it right now. So, which hood do you like on the R34 better, modern, classics, or vented? I think I kind of like the vented hood just because of how aggressive it looks, but I also do like the simplistic, sleek, stock hood, because the modern classics Skyline is basically a stock Skyline. The one that we see with the vented hoods, that is the Z-Tune. Yeah, here we go. This is the Nissan Skyline from NO64. I think it looks really good. So yeah, opening my palette for castings. Honestly, I'm happy. All right. So I think that's all I have. I'm still working on my YouTube studio down here. I just bought another shelving unit, so I was gonna display my 1/18 scale vehicles down here on this shelf, the shelving unit. So progress. We're making progress. I'm still trying to figure out. The camera situation, because I do got the macro tubes, but they can only be used for when I'm taking shots, not for streaming. So the reason I got this one, honest, was because I was doing a comparison with the Z-Tune Skylines and the Hot Wheels RLC Midnight Purple, and this is one of the many that popped up, and I decided to pick it up. There's so much good stuff coming out. I don't know if my bank account can survive. So that's going to be tough because I want to get those 1/18 scale Fast and Furious Supra and Charger, but they are like $289 a pop. It's crazy. But this one is pretty nice. I will say that. So, this one's a bit of an oldie, but I'm going to open it up anyway. Wow, and that opened up really easy. So this is a Hot Wheels from the 90s. Guys, if you guys played Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver, you might know what it is. So this is a Hot Wheels from like the mid-90s. I've been staring at it, and I'm like, you know what? I think it's time for me to free this guy. So this car's, it's just a basic Hot Wheels. It's not like a super treasure hunt or anything like that. But this was featured in the game Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver. This was one of the cars. But I love looking at this car. The blue, the white, red. This is like very 90s. So that car came with another car. So it was like a 2-in-1 race team series. Oh, that's cool. All right, let me show you another one. Yeah, old school Hot Wheels. I don't know why, but when I think of Hot Wheels, I think of the 90s. It's just such a classic color combo. Yeah, so this isn't like a rare vehicle, but this is something that I think is cool. I believe I have the 57 Chevy, the Team Hot Wheels livery, the Race Team series. Really cool stuff. Unfortunately, I don't see anything else that I have to open up. That was about it. So I guess we can chill for a bit and we can chat and can talk to you guys. So, like I was saying earlier, I'm working on my studio setup. Maybe I'll give you guys a tour when it's ready. Right now, it just kind of looks like a storage room with a chair and a table and a microphone. But I have a comfy chair now, so that's great. I have to, well, I think the first thing I have to do is organize everything, have a plan. It kind of does look like Roger Dodger. It's actually more so a Firebird crowbar. Back to what I was saying. What was I saying? Yes. I gotta decorate the room. I gotta make it look stylish. But also, I need it to function as like storage for me. So I think the things I have to really think about is if my basement floods, how am I going to be able to deal with that disaster? So that's also a risk by having my studio in the basement, is that a natural disaster can happen. Although I'm on a hill, I still don't want to take the chance of the basement getting flooded. So I will think about that. Oh, it could be a Camaro. I said Firebird, but it could be a Camaro. I'm still waiting for the Hot Wheels Back to the Future 2-pack. Premium. I don't think I'm ever going to find it, unfortunately. Having a pump in the basement. I'm going to have to talk to my dad about that. We're going to have a plan. But right now, my goal is not to make it difficult for me to move out when I have to. You know? So that's why I'm getting like these shelving units from Amazon, because you build them and then now you have space. If I need to take them somewhere, I can take the shelving units with me rather than drilling holes in the wall trying to make a shelf. Budget? That word does not exist in my dictionary, Mr. Bednader. Yeah, that's a good question. I should probably think about that. How I budget. I don't buy like Hot Wheels every day. I kind of just maybe buy like maybe one or two pieces every 2 weeks. But you know, RLC is getting more expensive. The details is not as there. So I'm gonna venture into other diecast stuff. All right, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go upstairs and get something. So while that thing is spinning, hold on. can also tell that the paint's starting to chip off. Which I'm not mad at because this thing is a... these are old. All right, I'm back. Okay. Just got myself a nice fresh cup of coffee. Black. No creams, no sugar. No creams, no sugar. All right. All right, you guys had enough of these old castings? Let's get these old guys out of here. So, yes, I'm going to continue to develop my studio so that way I can give you guys a tour. My goal is to have a studio as cool as Furious Collecting because his studio is amazing. So I'm going to try to top him in the studio department. Although I feel like it's going to be very difficult because he's like his studio is so cool. So I guess we can have the sad, depressing Godzilla R34 that I was so excited to open back on. Which, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this really did bum me out having that chip. It said it was guaranteed for life, man. I could call the warranty, but I don't feel like going through all that. So what else do I like about this casting? Well, I like the wheels. I think the wheels being black on black. Normally I'm against that because you just can't see anything. But on this casting, it looks really, really good. So kudos to Mattel and the Hot Wheels design team. So do you guys have any ideas? Like, what would you guys like to see? What kind of videos do you guys want me to make other than RLC content? Because I really want to expand myself. I don't want to just do Hot Wheels stuff. I have a plan to make a Discord in the future. I want to do that. I also want to have social media. I want to have an Instagram account so that way you guys could see my studio. You can see behind the scenes. All that good stuff. I really want to build my brand up. So I would, if you guys could, I would appreciate if you guys would let me know what you guys want to see. Because I have a lot of ideas. Awesome castings got to run. Oh, see ya. Thanks for joining the stream. I do have this Lego Speed Champions that I have to build. There's a lot of stuff that I gotta do, by the way. It's the store exclusives. So what store do you like the most? Do you like the Target exclusives or the Walmart exclusives? Because I think the Walmart exclusives are cooler, but I'm never able to find them. That is a lie. I found the Acceleracers, which is a video that I'm doing. I wish they would come back with Acceleracers. That show was so cool. It's a good show. It had really good writing. Really, really good writing. I guess I do have one other cool thing I want to show you guys. Do you guys collect Ultra Hots? Because I have an Ultra Hots Honda Civic. Well, it's the 88 Honda CRX. This thing looks cool. Kroger? Yeah. It's been a while since I went hunting. For super treasure hunts or anything of significant value, I just kind of go and see if there's anything cool. I really love the color on this one. And the flames. This thing, for just being like an ultra hots, I think this one looks really cool. I saw this on the pegs. I knew I had to add it to my collection. I'm waiting for an S2000 ultra hots. But no, this is really cool. Very nostalgic, very 80s. The color, the paint. You have painted headlights and taillights that looks really well detailed. Imagine if they actually come out with an RLC CRX. I think everyone would go crazy for that. I think the CRX is like one of the most beloved Hondas in the Honda universe. I think they made a Super Treasure Hunt Honda EF. I'm not entirely sure. But if you guys think that's the only Ultra Hots I have, you are sadly mistaken. I got another awesome JDM Ultra Hots. And it actually looks really, really good. So I'm going to take this guy away. Okay, there's too many Hot Wheels on my desk. Mazda RX-7 FC, Savannah. This thing looks so good. I love the black little energy beam flame thing. And of course, it's not centered. So now that's driving me crazy. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm really glad that I'm able to have this stream with you guys, that I can talk to you guys about diecast. And I was really happy that that I'm back. I'm gonna try to be more consistent with my uploads. Like I said, I have that pop race video that I want to do, and well, I already did it. I just gotta edit it, and I have to do the Acceleracers video too. So that's another thing that I gotta do. But no, right now I feel like I'm in a good place right now with Hot Wheels and diecast in general, because like I've seen the stuff that's coming out with diecast, and it's just really good stuff. Like I really do hope that whether it's Pop Race or Inno64 or Mini GT, I really hope that they get big enough to scare Mattel, so that way we have good competition. Because the real winners when it comes to competition, healthy competition, is us. Because we get good products. So yeah, this Mazda RX-7 FC Turbo. Or FC, what is this? Because this is the FC, this is the FC3S, the Savannah. Yeah, I think Ultra Hots is like one of the most interesting things that I've seen Hot Wheels do. It's very nostalgic, and it's very cool, unique graphic design. But right now, I think now is the best time to be a diecast collector, because they're coming out with really good stuff. Even RLC, like I know I complain about RLC a lot, but even RLC has been coming out with interesting things too. So I think everyone is winning so far. Unfortunately, again, we have price increases with RLC. That's always going to suck. But there's always alternatives. And I just showed you guys 2 Pop Race vehicles, and you guys were going bananas over the S13 and RX-7 Pop Race. So I can't wait until I release that video. Tad, I'm 100% certain they're gonna come out with a Shadow Chrome Mustang 2000 SVT-R. There's no doubt in my mind they're not gonna do it. So the one thing I do like about RLC, even though it is very overpriced and it's very anti-consumer at times, is that they always do recolors. So let's say you miss out on the white Integra. They came out with a yellow one and a blue one. There's many variants, and right now the market is oversaturated with RLC, so eventually the prices are going to go down to retail or below, which for people who sell RLC, I know there's resellers that sell RLC, that kind of sucks, but for the consumers, for the people who just want to collect for fun, that's a good thing, because you don't have to really worry about RLC being twice the resale value. So I think right now RLC the rarity is declining, the FOMO is wearing off, and even with the chase being injected into RLC, I have confidence that the community will move on to something else. I've already moved on to Pop Race, and the air is so much fresher over here. Crowbar, you're not going to regret it. It's going to be one of the most beautiful things on your shelf. The thing rolls really nice too. So I'm going to have to get going in a little bit. Thank you guys so much for joining the stream. It really means a lot to me that you guys showed up just for me to unbox some stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff. I had a lot of fun unboxing all this stuff. I am going to go upstairs and I am going to continue to make some content for you guys. Make some really good videos. Finish that Pop Race video and get some other stuff done. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna get going. This isn't gonna be like the last stream for a while. I'm gonna have another stream. I want to try to keep this up maybe every weekend. I think that'd be cool. Like every weekend or maybe every other weekend, I do a stream where I unbox some stuff. And you know, I'm gonna buy other brands. I'm gonna buy Kato House because they just came out with that Trueno that looks really cool. Micro Turbo, Mini GT. The world is yours. So thank you guys so much for coming out, for chilling out with me, looking at some really cool diecast. And I will see you guys